Hello everyone watching on YouTube, and welcome to Tak and the Power of Juju. A relatively old game we have here that I'm going to be streaming on Twitch and then putting on the YouTube as usual. I played this game a ton back on the PS2. I'm actually doing it on the Dolphin emulator, which means it's the GameCube version of the game. But I played this game a ton on my PS2, along with games like Sly Cooper and SpongeBob SquarePants, Battle for Bikini Bottom. And Battle for Bikini Bottom is getting its rehydrated remake next week, I believe, about a week from now. Oh, hello, demo. Get that out of there. But yeah, that coming out made me think of this game a lot, and I was like, you know what? That'd be a really fun thing to go back and experience again with chat and YouTube and replay through the game. So I did a tiny bit of audio balancing before stream, but I didn't have a ton of time to get it all set out. So hopefully chat will let me know if the game is too loud or I'm too loud, etc., etc. But let's load up a new adventure. Let's go.
Boogala boogala foo foo cloud tobu kana fali ti bauku to or is it liti pakati? I can never remember that part. Maybe low bao ta ti ki bao. No, but it's low bao tao something. Is this chanting ever going to work? What is it going to take to get into contact with a powerful Juju spirit from another world? It worked! Hello? Can you hear me? You do not speak, but I see that you listen. You look so strange. Your clothes, a power stick you hold in your hand. I have never seen a Juju like you before. And what is this magic box you watch me on? It is clearly the most important thing in your hut. You do me great honor to watch me on it. My name is Jabalba. I am the powerful shaman of the great and legendary Poopanuno people. For generations we have... Hey! Hey, quiet out there! I'm talking to a Juju! Tak, would you shut those people up? This is important! And get Warrior Locke! I want to introduce him to this Juju here! I am so sorry. Oh, strange and powerful Juju. There's a lot going on today. That's why I've called upon you for your help. Let me explain. Throughout the history of the Poopanunu people, shaman like myself have known that someday something terrible would happen to our great protector, the Moon Juju. So said the Poopanunu people's prophecy. The Moon Juju is our shield against evil and the source of my Juju power. She is strong and nice and oh, so beautiful. Oh, that's Tlaylock. He's not nice, and he's sure not beautiful. He's jealous and practices bad Juju. At the council that chose the new High Shaman, he was passed over in favor of me. So last night, Tlaylock decided to take his revenge. Tlaylock crept into the Temple of the Moon with his foul servants Pins and Needles and stole the Moonstones, the source of the Moon Juju's power. The first thing Tlaylock did was to use the Moonstones to change the Poopanunu people into stupid, helpless sheep. Without the Moon Juju, my power was only enough to protect a few. And this is only the beginning of Tlaylock's terrible plan. But Tlaylock is a fool. He won't get away with it. For the Poopanunu people's prophecy clearly says, a mighty warrior trained by the High Shaman will defeat Tlaylock and save the Moon Juju. I have trained such a warrior. His name is Locke. Tak, what are you doing?
You told me to go get Locke.
Yes, that's right. Go fetch Locke. Stop playing with the sheep.
I did get Locke.
No, you fetched a dirty, stinky animal.
That's Locke. See, he's wearing Locke's amulet. Tlaylock must have changed him into a sheep.
No, this is all wrong. This isn't in the
Poopanoo.
Poopanoo People's Prophecy. The mighty warrior doesn't become a sheep. The mighty warrior doesn't lick my foot. Stop the licking, Locke. Oh, this is terrible.
Can't we just change him back?
I don't know. Yes, I've got it. We can change Locke back into a mighty warrior. This great Juju spirit who watches us from another world can help. Follow Tack. Protect him with your power. Go with Tack to the ancient burial ground of our ancestors and put the teeth into the statues. And get me some magical Lubu plants while you're out. Now go! Both of you! Locke must stop Tlaloc before he destroys the moon goddess!
This game is peak comedy. I love it. I also apologize. You might have heard the little, like, disconnecting noise that Windows makes every now and then. My controller, like, came unplugged for a second and made that noise.
Hello, Tack. My name's Flora. The Moon Juju sent me here to hang out with you and help you whenever I can. Well, it's a long road ahead. We better get started.
This game does not have subtitles, just in case you're wondering, and, like, why doesn't he have subtitles on? There are no subtitles in this game, I'm sorry to inform you. It's fairly old, back before that was the incredible standard that it is... Oh, I gotta sit in my throat. That it is today. I love this game's comedy so much, where, like, the player, are a Juju, and then Jabulba is, like, you have the power stick, which is the controller you're holding, and then it's, like, and you're looking at me from this box, which is your television. I absolutely love it. Yeah, Tliloc's minions are called pins and needles. I love it.
You seem smart enough to figure this out on your own, but you move yourself around by using the move stick, and if you need to jump, it's as simple as pressing the jump button. You can press the jump button twice to perform a double jump. Hey, don't laugh. I like to think of myself as thorough.
I just love this game. It's so self-aware and whatnot.
Oh, I just thought of something else important to tell you. Sometimes you'll notice that the camera's not facing the same direction you want to go. You can use the camera stick to rotate the camera around yourself. If the camera isn't looking in the direction you want, just use the camera stick to rotate it until you see what you need to see. Rotate the camera now to look at me.
I will do so.
Great! Now you can do this anytime you need to look at something. Simple enough.
Simple indeed. I think you press R3 to orient the camera. No, you can't. You have to turn it. Double jump at the start of the game, truly groundbreaking. I know, I've never seen something like this. This game was revolutionary at the time. The only thing it was missing was friggin' subtitles. Look, you even get to choose stereo or mono. Dude, like, what more could you ask for? A rhino!
Okay, Tack. In the end, I think you'll find most animals to be helpful in some way or another. If you come across an animal, you should experiment with it to learn how it can help you. Some animals can even be ridden. Oh yes, the mighty rhino. These fellows are great for breaking things into little tiny pieces. Go ahead and jump on board. If you want him to speed up, try giving him a swat with your club.
We're gonna get on a rhino, and then we're gonna hit it with a stick, and nothing is going to go wrong. Go, my rhino friend, go! Smash! Destroy all of the pottery and other such things. Bum, bum. That other fence was far too powerful. The rhino couldn't break it. Ah! We in this. Hello, magical switch that opens the stone door. What amazing technology we have in these times.
Now, while you're adventuring, you'll no doubt discover you can pick up certain items. What's cool is that you can throw any item you pick up by just using the action button. If you're tired of carrying an object around and just want to set it down, press the use button.
Yeah, I'm on it. Something I gotta get used to is because I'm using my DualShock 4 controller, but I'm playing the GameCube version of the game. I've got to get used to pressing, that was the wrong button, to pressing circle to attack instead of square. What does square even do in this game? I don't know. But all that matters is that I can pick up and throw fruit. This has to go that way.
Sometimes when you jump, you'll grab onto a ledge. If you're holding something when you grab a ledge, you'll always drop that item. You'll also drop it if you fall off tall ledges.
Thank you, Flora. Much appreciated.
See this little guy? He's a loop-tail monkey, and quite mischievous, I might add. Monkeys like this one love throwing coconuts at other animals.
Can you stop interrupting me while I'm trying to talk to chat, Flora? Smacking rhinos with sticks is perfectly safe. Absolutely. This is the first...
Try throwing the melon at the monkey to see what happens.
I'm about to throw the melon at you if you interrupt me again, girl. But this is the first TAC game, yes. The very first one they made. I only played...
Yeah, you did it! Did you notice that if you toss something at him, he'll toss a coconut at whoever's closest to him? Keep this in mind while you're adventuring.
I wish he would have thrown it at you. But, I think there might be more than 3 TAC games, but I played the trilogy. There's this one, and then there's TAC 2 Staff of Dreams, and then there's TAC and the Great Juju Challenge. There might be another 1 or 2 that I just don't remember or never played, but those are the ones I know.
Feathers are very valuable. Make sure you pick up any feathers you see. To pick up a feather, just run through it. There are different kinds of feathers you can find in the world. These yellow feathers are health feathers. See how they look like the feather on the top of your head? That's because the feather on your head is also your health meter. When it turns all the way purple, you're out of health. These other feathers also give you health, but their primary use is for magic. As you progress, you'll need mana feathers to do magic.
We can have magical Juju powers. Give me that feather. That's my feather.
I see your current weapon is the club. It's a little basic, but easy to use. Just press the action button to swing the club. Practice on these breakable jars.
I love breaking jars. What am I, Link? The only TAC game I ever played was the one where it's like a giant competition between TAC and others, and there was a Demolition Derby. Yeah, it's TAC and the Great Juju Challenge. That's the 3rd game.
A Nurgle was hiding in that jar. Use your club. It's gonna take a few hits, but I know you can do it.
Boom, shakalaka. Booyah!
Sweet.
I just murdered something called a Nurgle. It's been murdered. It's an orangutan.
Wow, look at the orangutan bend that banana tree. I wonder what would happen if you stood on the big leaf. You should try it, Tack.
What could possibly go wrong by doing that? Surely nothing. Hey, bud, you want to help a brother out? Oh yeah. I missed one of the feathers.
Awesome, Tack. Anytime you want to have the orangutan throw you somewhere, just stand near him and he'll pull down the tree.
Yeah, but you want to know what happens when I hit the orangutan? He is not a fan. He's side-eyeing me now. He's like, you know what? Get out of here. Get on that leaf. I want you out. Woo! Is there fall damage in this game? I don't think there is, but I can't remember.
There'll be plenty of places in the world where you'll have to use ropes. Remember though, you'll swing in the direction you're facing, so push the move stick left or right to line yourself up before you jump off.
Yeah, I got it. So we're in oh, whoops, wrong button. We're in tutorial land right now, in case you couldn't tell, because it's literally called Locke's Training. But the game is pretty open-ended on where you can go and what you can do. For the most part, there are some sections that are like, hey, you can't go here until you get other stuff later, etc., etc. And there are some parts in the game where it's like, hey, you want to go back to places you've already been because you can get to new areas, and also because new collectibles will show up that weren't there previously. This is a pretty good game overall, and I hope that those of you getting to see it for the first time like it, take interest in it, because the TAC series was a ton of fun for me when I was younger, and it's still pretty fun now. I'm not out here saying it's like one of the best games ever or anything, but it's very good for what it is, and very enjoyable. They've got all these nice feathers telling you exactly where to go. How nice.
Okie dokie. Now it's time to learn about rams. See if you can get past them.
I'm gonna get past them. You can't stop me. Oh, he stopped me. He stopped me like insanely well.
Whenever the ram's finished sending you flying, he always goes back to the same location. Maybe you could use a melon to lure him away from the door. Try setting a melon down on the ground somewhere near him and see what happens.
Smack it with the stick of power. Look, I got you a melon. He's too powerful. This stick can't stop him. Alright, he's just going for his melon. He's having a good day.
Way to go, Tack. You're ready to help Jabulba turn Locke and the other villagers back into human form. Jabulba said we needed to go to the burial grounds. We can get there from your village. Let's get started.
That was my controller again. I really don't understand why when my controller is plugged into my PC, it's just like, hey, every once in a while I'm just gonna make this noise as if I've been unplugged, but actually I haven't been. I don't get what the deal is. That's the price I pay for wanting to play with the DualShock 4. Instead of having to use my keyboard or something.
This is Tax Village, home of the Poopanunu people. They're wonderful and really friendly. Too bad most everyone's been turned into a sheep. Hopefully we can help them.
Anyone want some mutton? Alright, let's get going then.
Okay, Tak. We need to collect the magical plant so Jabulba can turn Locke back into human form. But first, we need to go to the burial grounds to get the staff. I know the way. Follow me.
Gotta go to the burial ground to get the staff. Oh dear. Yep, that was Fred. I never liked Fred, and I've always wanted my vengeance on him, and now I've had my vengeance. This is Carl. He's not that bad. So I'm just gonna test if this will or will not murder him. If he lives, he lives. If he dies, he dies. Alright, well, you know, Carl no longer exists. That's not really my problem. So I'm just gonna be on my way then. Later, nerds. It's the Nurbles! Friggin' Nurbles. Get out of here. You can tell when a Nurble is dead because if you hit it and it does the wheep noise, then that means it's died. If you eat a sheep that used to be a villager, is it still cannibalism? Let's not think about that. So, you're supposed to follow Flora to get to the burial grounds, to go to the next section, or the first, like, real section of the game. However, I am aware of a shortcut, which is that you can just jump right down here.
This bucket will take us to burial ground.
Burial ground, here we come. By the way, chat, probably not going to be a 5-hour stream today. Probably looking more at 3, maybe 4 hours, depending.
This is the burial grounds. All of your ancestors are buried here. Many of them great Poopanunu people. Everyone here is watched over by the great warrior king. It's his tomb we have to enter to get the staff.
One of the best things about this game for me is it's pretty, you know, basic fun for back in its time when these kinds of games were being made. But the comedy and, like, breaking fourth wall occasionally and just the jokes in general, I think this is a very funny game, personally. Part of it might be my nostalgia, but I really enjoy the cutscenes and comedy in this game, and I mention that because we're coming up on another one not too long from now that I really like.
Oh, I see the statues Jabulba was talking about. We should go over there.
Let's do it. Posties, welcome to stream. This game, kind of thought I just imagined it. Very fair. It is a great game with 2 very good sequels. They did make a show. The show was fairly different. They, like, retconned some stuff and mixed it around, made it different for the sake of, for the sake of making it work as more of a cartoon, and they added some other characters and whatnot. But, yes, there was a cartoon. I remember it being fine. I didn't watch a whole lot of it. It definitely wasn't as good as, like, the games, but it was still good. Look at that ram. Please, Mr. Ram, leave me alone. I just have places to be. See you later. I keep thinking you just have to push up on the left stick to get up ledges, but you have to press X again.
Check it out, Tak. I see one of the teeth. Let's go get it.
Ah, yes, one of the teeth. Go away. Stupid flowers.
Nice.
Woo! Nice job, you got the tooth. Now take it to one of the statues. Hey, Tak, look. When we get all 4 teeth, I think we'll get access to the tomb.
Nickelodeon took it over, and once they did, Tak joined SpongeBob, Timmy, Danny, and the others in a mini robot fighting platforming game. Well, Nickelodeon didn't take it over. This game was made by Nick Games. Or at least in part by Nick Games. Nick Games was involved in it. It showed up at the very start when I booted the game like, hey, Nick Games. So this is like, Tak was always a part of Nickelodeon. It's not like Nickelodeon bought the Tak franchise at some point. They always owned it. Wait. full health flower. Don't mind if I do. I forgot that the teeth spawn one at a time, and I immediately started going to where I knew one was at. Where did she say that the tooth I need to get spawned? Way over there. So way over there we shall go. Kelvin, welcome to stream. How's it going? Go away. They still use the newer version of Tak in that game I was referencing? Well, yeah, because they made the cartoon after the third game released. Why would they have... It'd be really weird if they released 3 Tak games and then made a cartoon and then used the first Tak game design instead. That would have been pretty strange.
Check it. Woo!
The game that you're talking about, the Great Juju Challenge, that's the 3rd game of the trilogy. It goes Tak and the Power of Juju is number 1, then they made Tak 2, the Staff of Dreams, then they made Tak and the Great Juju Challenge, and then I believe they made the cartoon after that, if I'm not mistaken.